So yesterday I just announced that DJI have released the latest flight update 1.9.8, bringing some really good features, especially for the DJI Avata. However, literally like 2 hours later, we then saw a huge firmware update for the DJI RC and Mini 3 Pro, and this brings an update that we've been wanting for so long. Let's get straight into it. So this latest firmware update is version V01.00.0500, available now for the DJI RC and Mini 3 Pro, and this brings a big update. And before we get into it, there are two people we need to thank for this update. Firstly, Philip Bloom, you've been absolutely incredible in your persistent nagging at DJI to bring this feature for the Mini 3 Pro, and secondly, DJI for implementing this completely ready for us all to use. And this is now some new settings that we have for the gain and expo tuning, so we can completely change the speed of this drone just like we can on the Mavic 3. This is so good. So if you heard of tripod mode a few years ago, this is now available on the Mini 3 Pro. This is awesome. Let's show you how to do it. So why is this such a big deal? Let me show you. So under control, select gain and expo tuning. And if we go to Cine, this is what it would normally be like. In Cine, which is cinematic mode, it should be nice and slow, but you can see now it's just too fast. And this is what it was like up until this update. In both forwards and backwards directions, it was just simply too fast. But now what we can do, we can go back into that menu and we can reduce this now to 1 meter per second. So we can slide those right down, and now look at the difference. Much slower, much more, arguably more cinematic. This just looks fantastic. It's just like the old tripod mode that we had years ago. We finally now have it on the Mini 3 Pro. There is one caveat, which I'll talk about in a second, but this works in forwards, backwards, left, right. It is absolutely fantastic. I love it. So for getting these different types of shots, really nice and slow shots, especially when you're low to the ground or flying through objects, this is now a game changer. Now the caveat I was saying was, because it's a small drone under 249 grams and it's going really slow, then it does drift around a little bit. So it's not as good as, say, the Mavic 3, which has the same now tripod mode on that, but it's a lot bigger, stronger. You can see now there's a bit of drift, so you do need to compensate for that on your sticks to try and get a smooth, straight line. But I am really happy that this is now here. I'm going to be using this one hell of a lot. So in Cine mode, I'm going to have it at this speed all the time. Now you can also change the speeds in normal and sports. I would recommend just keeping them the same, but this is fantastic. Oh, and it also works in vertical as well. Absolutely fantastic. So this feature to me is fantastic news. I love going really slow with my drone. I love going through things. I love flying close to objects. It just gives that really good illusion, that cinematic approach. I'm going to be using this all the time. Being able to reduce the speed to 1 meter per second is fantastic. Now I did mention the only drawback on the Mini 3 Pro with this is that because it's so small, it can move around a bit and drift a little bit in the wind because it's going so slow. So on windy days, it's not going to be ideal. On the Mavic 3, it's a different story. It's a lot stronger, but that's just something to bear in mind. But you're going to absolutely love this. And another tip for you, make sure you actually reduce the speed of your gimbal motion as well. That's at the very bottom of that menu. And then everything's just going to be really, really slow. What else does this bring? Well, this also brings the option of resetting the settings as well. So if you just go to About, very bottom of there, it says Reset All Settings and Clear All Data. So maybe if you're selling your drone, that might be a good idea. I probably won't ever use that, but that is now there. But the main update from this firmware is this gain and expo tuning. Now, as I mentioned in the video yesterday for the fly update, if you have had any issues at all with your DJI RC, maybe it might be crashing, maybe overheating, maybe little bits, little bugs, it then addresses some of these as well. Now we don't know what they are, it never really says, but if you're having issues, make sure you go and update. But I would say 100% update anyway, just for this feature. And also it's crucial to make sure that all your settings are correct as well. So I'm going to go through them as well. But just to let you know, I brought out my own Mini 3 Pro and Mavic 3 and Avata cheat sheets. So these basically go into all the settings and give you quick on-the-go advice and tips. And I've completely redesigned these. I relaunched them last week So many of you picked these up and I'm really happy with them. So these are an instant download. You get to your email, you can store them on your phone or you can print them out. And this goes through every single setting and you've always got them with you. You can either print them out in credit card size like this, or you can print them out in larger size and just keep them in your bag. And it goes through everything like the key settings to use, how to use ND filters, what to do in certain situations, a pre-flight checklist. These have everything you go into one, and they are literally made of top notch. So these are fantastic. The best cheat sheets I've ever made. Nothing else out here. You want to pick them up, they're just £10 on my website. I'll link them. But this goes into all these settings because I found that you go through all these settings and you're trying to remember them all, especially as a beginner. Then you get out there in the field, you get your controller, and then you try and like, what did he say? And you completely forget. So these will help you. You can have these with you and you can go, right, okay, this is what I need to do. And you've got these little handy sheets either in your pocket or on your phone with you. That's why I designed them. But I'm just going to go through these settings now because on a firmware update, some of these settings can get reset. So I'll go through now and just show you what especially to make sure is correct. So I always recommend in any firmware update, go and check your settings before flying. So everything normally gets reset. So make sure you're filming in 4K, it's still selected 4K under res and FPS. And then we can also go and look at some of the safety control and camera settings to make sure everything's set up like you want it to. And it's a good idea to do this before you go off and fly. So under safety, you want either on bypass or brake. I keep mine on bypass. I always have disable sideways flight turned off. I want to be able to fly sideways. I want my display radar map on. And then the main thing here, your max altitude, just check that is correct how you want it to be in your area. Same with your max distance and return to home altitude. These are really key important safety settings that you need to make sure are correct. And then if we just go right to the very bottom of here, we've got advanced safety settings, another massive one. Make sure that is either on return to home or hover. I would never use descend. In case of a disconnection, it's going to come back to you. Really important that those are set correctly. And then under the actual control and camera, here's where you've got your gain and expo settings. You might use metric or imperial, make sure that's correct. Just go and check and have a look around your gain and expo, do a bit of experimenting to make sure that you've got it all set correctly. You can also change the gimbal speed as well. So on that now new tripod mode, just reduce the gimbal speed as well at the bottom of that menu to make everything really nice and slow. And then under control as well, I'd make sure the gimbal mode is in follow mode. I would never use FPV mode. It's pretty bad on the Mini 3 Pro, so I wouldn't use that. And then your gimbal calibration, if that's, make sure it's nice and straight, so that's good. Everything else should be set up in stick mode, button customization, and then your camera. For me personally, it depends if you're using Mac or Windows. I would use D-Cine for color because I like D-Cine like color profiles, and I use H.265, but it all depends on the computer you've been using. So just use whatever you used on the last firmware update. For grid lines, I always make sure I have got these two grid lines on now. I always have the rule of thirds one on, but I also like this little dot on the right hand side, and it helps so much for framing. So you can see now it's got nothing. Now I can add the grid lines on, and this dot in the middle is like a crosshair, and it's just great for doing any type of circle shots or getting somebody in the frame spot on. Under style, sharpness and noise reduction, I would bring the sharpness down to -1, and noise reduction, if it's in the daytime, you just keep that at 0. Maybe when it's low light, you can have that on 1. It's pretty good, but generally I don't really use it. And then everything else should be the same. So a fantastic update. I'm sure you'll agree. Go and update this to the latest firmware update over the weekend. Go and try it out. I'm sure you will not be disappointed. If you want to pick these up, they're all linked to the top of the description, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.